All in all, over the last 2 or 3 days, we have had some serious rain. Rain by the greenhouse on the plot. It's been 6 inches deep at times. It's just gone. I've been down previously not long ago and had a look, and the mud now has more or less settled down, but been impossible to do. The watermark, as you can see, was 4 or 5 inches up that plank, and that was all the way around the greenhouse. This is the crops of peas that I've got on the go at the moment. There's 2 varieties. There's early onward on this side, and then over there there's carved a wonder. I've picked. That there is after about 15-20 minutes picking. There's still absolutely loads and loads more peas on. Could easily fill the bucket probably a couple of times, but I've had enough for now. I'll start shelling these a bit later on. And there they are, all shelled. I reckon that's about 1/4 to 1/3 of the crop that's actually on there still. And I've got another 2 gutters to put out, so I don't know whether I've put too many peas in this year, but you can freeze them, so all's not lost. This is the pea pods, what remains of the shells off the peas we've just shown you. It does remind me of the Good Life, where he made some pea pod wine, but I think in my case I'll be chopping them up and they'll be going into the worm bin. That there is a Vault RD, nice crop that is. Just another one by the side of it. How about those? Well, I've took the first row of beetroot out and top and tailed them, put them into a little mushroom box. I'll just show you what the crop we did get. There's 2 quite big monster ones there, and all the others are just normal size. I'll leave them for a few days in the greenhouse, and then we'll start the pickling process for them. I had to have some more beans, both runners and blue lakes, because something ate them. However, they've come up quite quickly, so now I want to clean that bit of a scrap heap out there, which is the bean tunnel, and get that prepared ready, because these will be going in within the next week. That's the bean trench cleaned out now. That was where I stored all my polycarbonate sheet. As I got it, I just got to tidy the soil up. For the time being, I put the polycarb over there. I'll actually be moving that in behind the greenhouse and pull the sheet out of 2 as and when I need it. One of the plans during the winter is to build a little hothouse to go inside the greenhouse, like Terry King has done, but that's the plan. Whether it happens or not, I don't know. Anyway, looking back onto the bean trench, I'm now starting to tidy it up, ready for planting the beans. I think I did last season when I cut the stalks of the beans off. Also I put a layer of manure down, and that's rotted in quite nicely. But there's one thing I want to show you here, if I can do it without getting the shadow in the way. I've still left the roots in. As you know, most of you know, they were runner beans will put nitrogen, they get nitrogen out of the air, send it down to the roots. And these form little nodules onto the root area, which the plant will feed off during the season, but I've left the whole root in. I mean, I could leave these in, I suppose, but them in the way for my planting, so I'll dig it out. And that there is the root from last year, and as you can see, it looks like a bit like a dahlia tuber. And I've got quite a few of them here in the bucket. I'll be pulling those out now. Here we all wait for it ready to start harvesting our fruits of our labours. And the first one I'm going to pick up today, this morning, just in time for lunch, a nice cauliflower. It's a nice little cauliflower, first one of the season, and it's called Abani. Joining the cauliflower on the plate today will be this nice little cabbage. And look, it's a summer cabbage and the variety is called Surprise. That's a nice surprise. Okay. This is the last book, well, the first of the buckets of the international kidney potatoes, otherwise known as Jersey Royals. I don't know what's in, so let's have a look. So there we have it, a nice little crop. We'll pop them on the scales in the kitchen and I'll let you know however they are. It's quite a surprise once I'm on the scales. Looking down, not sure if you can see it there. That's £3, 14.3 ounces, and I'm very happy with that crop. Another bucket to look forward to a bit later on. Well, you join me at the end of what's been a really lovely day. The weather started off a bit ropey first thing, but it picked up and the sun finally come out. It's been a busy day all in all. Started off about 11 o'clock. We had our first site meeting with the committee in place, and it was really good, quite a good turnout, and some constructive things have come out. One of them, which we all wanted to address really, was the use of the concrete building, and the long run is we hope to turn that into either a trading shed or a leisure area, or even better, combine the two. I meant to try and lift up me overwinter onions and me garlic and elephant garlic this afternoon, but July's an awkward time for me because 3 weeks of July is taken up with the Tour de France, and I love to watch I'm a keen cycling fan anyway to watch, but the Tour de France is the pinnacle for me, so wherever I can I'll watch each stage live when it's covered on the TV, so I've spent most afternoon watching that. I've just come out now to clear the tools up and enjoy the last of the rays, so tomorrow morning, hopefully, weather permitting, we'll get the onions out. See you later. Well, good morning all, and a special happy day to my viewers over the pond. Happy July the 4th, Independence Day. Like we said yesterday, we're going to start this morning by clearing the onion bed out, the overwintering onions, the garlic and the elephant garlic. Still quite chilly this morning so far. The sun hasn't come up, but it looks like we're in for a good day, so I'll just start getting the stuff ready. The onions have started to fall over now, which is a good indicator that they're ready, and so has the garlic, although that's got a fair bit of rust on it, so it'll be interesting to see how the bulbs turn out on that. And last but not least is the elephant garlic. There's a few scapes still on the top, although I have removed some. Actually, they're quite nice chopped up in a salad they are. That's the first 3 rows uplifted, another couple at least, then onto the garlic. That's all the overwintering onions laid out now. Gotta admit the yellow onions I'm quite pleased with. The white's not too bad, but the reds have been somewhat of a disappointment. I think next year for reds I'll be trying on the Robinson's seed, see if I do any better with that. Sorting through the garlic, this is one of the best cloves I've got out so far, and it's nothing to write home about. A lot of the cloves, the bulbs seem to have split into 2, and 2 little bulbs being there instead of the 1, but I don't know whether it's been to the poor weather we had at the start of the season, but not very happy with these. Good morning all, back on the plot again. The last day or 2 we've not been doing a lot of work because I've been watching the cycling. But one thing I did notice yesterday was that looking in the brassica bed, I've got about 3 or 4 cauliflowers which have come on really fast, and there's a risk if I leave them any longer they might start to blow, so I reckon I'll have to pull them up and probably blanch them. I'll take and have a look. There's 4 in a line here. These variety is called all year round, and you can see the curds on there. It's okay, but it's not the best I've seen. But moving farther along the cage, we've already cropped one. We had it the weekend. You can see that one there, and I've got another 4 like that, and I'm all about the same stage. That variety is called Abani, A-B-E-N-I. So I'll be taking those out, and say we'll be blanching them. So there's the 5 cauliflowers harvested. There's 4 Abani, or Abani, whatever you call them. And that one there is an all year round, which don't look as good really, but looks as though that one's starting to blow. However, I've harvested these in time, just right, and then we're going to start blanching them in the kitchen. We've got a casualty here in the parsnips. I don't know what's happened to whether the fox has been over-trotting into or what, but I think that's past its sell-by date. However, the rest of the stuff is looking fairly good, and another job for today is I'm going to remove the collars off now. The onions are dried out nicely, although over night time I do put a sheet of fleece over just to keep the moisture off. As in the greenhouse it's dropping down to between 7 and 8 degrees at night. In the greenhouse in the garden now, just show you the garlic which I harvested a few days ago. I've hung it up to dry now. All in all, not too pleased with the bulbs. Ain't all that big. It's not my normal variety I grow. These are Thermodrome and Germador, I think the variety is, and I've got another bunch here. As I say, there's nothing to write home about, but it'll do, I think. We'll see how they dry out. While I was visiting the Gardener's World live show at the NEC, I saw this guy demonstrating a hoe type tool. As you know, I'm a big fan of the Speedo, but I was watching this thing, I was quite impressed with it, so I filmed it and I thought I'd just share it with you.
Hello, my name is Vladimir. I'm a Ukrainian, and I'm here to show you some magic tools invented and made by my uncle, who lives in Russia at the moment, and this is one of the magic tools that he invented. This one is called a swage, and the beauty of this tool is that it's stainless steel. This particular blade is sharp on all edges, specially engineered here with a groove to work on a heavy soil. It won't bend, it won't break. Another benefit of the blade is adjustable angle in 3 different positions. The tool adjusts to your height, to the style of work you do, to your individual preferences, whether you're left-handed or right-handed. So here's what this tool does. The reason also why my uncle invented this was because he had trouble bending when he retired. So this is a tool he invented for himself initially to help him carry on gardening. So as opposed to digging with the shovel, which involves bending, lifting, turning the soil upside down, this tool is used as a mattock to break the soil down. You simply chop the soil like that. At this angle you break down clods because the blade is sharp on all edges. When the soil is loose, the tool can be used for planting. There's a nice drill. Drop the seed, turn the blade around, level it off. If you don't want to get your feet dirty, you can use a tool to press the soil down, like so. Now, come to the weeding part. The pointy bit is for precision weeding. You can take little weeds off the surface at any angle that you want. You could go in between the plants, you can stick it in behind the plants, and you can hoe left, you can hoe right, you can hoe in the middle. Now, did I tell you about the funny angle of it? Yeah. So when the blade is horizontal to the ground, like so, the tool can be used in the following way. The weeds can be scraped off the surface as a normal hoe, like so. Also, as a speed hoe, you can stick it into the ground, and without turning it upside down, the speed hoe, Nigel's favorite, yeah. So the soil is not turned upside down. The fertile layer remains on top, and the soil is aerated underneath, catching the weeds of the roots. Turn the blade around, and it becomes a rake when the blade is vertical to the ground. Because my uncle could not bend, he would then use a tool to push the weed against his foot, like so, and into the bucket. And this is the only tool in the world that does it. You can safely lift the bucket up on your shoulder, and off you go.
So as you can see, the swage is quite a versatile tool. There's a couple more in the range called the Stork and the Swift, which are circular types. If you want to take a closer look, hop onto the website. I'll put a link underneath at the bottom, and there's some videos on there, about 5 or 6 videos showing you them in use. And if you want to purchase one, there's a discount code you can add, MuddyBootz, as shown on the ticker, which was part of the video, and you'll get a further 10% discount. That's about it for all this one. I'd like to say welcome again to the ever increasing number of subscribers. I don't know where you're all coming from, but you're welcome on there. Thank you very much, and thanks and all to all my regulars. You know who you are. So until next time, I'll see you later, and bye for now.